Hi everyone, Denethar here. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be going over some of the hero talents that Blizzard has released a couple days ago, and this video is for the Spellslinger Mage. Yeah, this is for Arcane and Frost specializations. Um, I I love playing a Frost Mage, so this is very exciting to me. But I'll tell you, it's going to have a lot of it's going to have to do a lot in order to beat up the Frostfire Mage. So we'll get into it. Let's see. Spellslinger mages are prodigies of spellcasting that have learned to splinter their sorceries, creating powerful and volatile new effects. Woo! Spellslingers can conjure and manipulate the splinters with prowess, allowing them to devastate the battlefield with rapid barrages of razor-sharp crystals. Okay, so this is kind of like the focal point of the tree is the splinters, and there is a developer's note here. This is Spellslinger. Man, that's gonna be rough to say. Spellslinger splinters are themed and tuned based on your specialization. Arcane splinters are named Arcane splinters and deal moderate arcane school damage. Frost's splinters are named Frost splinters and deal light frost school damage. Those specifics have been omitted from this mockup for the sake of tooltip readability, as both splinters serve the same purpose. I mean, what's the difference? Why don't you just have them deal spell frost damage and call it good? All right, let's go through this. Blizzard has really struggled with these mockups because some of the tooltips that they've put in here, it's like, okay, this is obviously a first draft because this reads really rough. So it's fine. It's fine because we're getting the point, and that's what matters. But yeah, they could use a little bit of work in the copy edit department. So, okay. Splintering sorcery, arcane. When you consume nether protection, when you consume nether precision, conjure a splinter that fires at your target. Okay, so full disclosure, I don't play an arcane mage. I haven't played an arcane mage since like Wrath of the Lich King. So, it's been a minute. So I don't even know what they do. So I'll just gloss over some of the arcane stuff if I don't know what it is. But if it's like, hey, arcane missiles, I'm like, I know that one. Okay. Um, when you consume nether precision, conjure a splinter that fires at your target. Okay. When you consume Winter's Chill, conjure a splinter that fires at your target. Okay, so I guess that's kind of equivalent. Splinter conjure raw magic into sharp projectile that deals damage. Splinters embed themselves into their target, dealing additional damage over 16 seconds as effect stacks. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. So you're putting these splinters in there, and then I'm assuming we're going to have all sorts of nonsense to beat people up. All right. First is Augury Abounds. So for Arcane, casting Arcane Surge conjures 8 splinters during Arcane Surge. Whenever you conjure a splinter, you have a 100% chance to conjure an additional splinter. Okay, so more splinters with your splinters. This is kind of like the Beast Mastery or the Pack Leader Hunter, which is more kill commands with your kill commands. Okay, Frost casting Icy Veins conjures 8 splinters. All right, during Icy Veins, whenever you conjure a splinter, you have a 100% chance to conjure an additional splinter. Okay, so it's really important. I feel like cool damage man is going to be huge in the War Within because some of these cooldowns, it's like this is your bread and butter. This is how you're going to do damage. If you don't take advantage of these cooldown periods, or if you wait 5 minutes in between your Icy Vein casts, yeah, you're losing a lot of damage. So, all right. Controlled Instincts. Arcane. While a target is under the effects of Nether Tempest, 20% of the direct damage dealt by a splinter is also dealt to nearby enemies. Damage reduced beyond 5 targets. All right. Okay. Direct damage from Arcane Splinters resets the duration of Nether Tempest. Okay. That's good. Yeah. All right. For Frost, while a target is under the effects of Winter's Chill, 20% of the direct damage dealt by a splinter is also dealt to nearby enemies. Okay, same thing. But I understand this because I know how to play a Frost Mage. Okay, so this is good. So yeah, that's gonna happen a lot. So you're getting a lot of AOE or cleave, I should say, cleave potential out of this. So that's good. Splintering Orbs. The first 8 times an enemy is damaged by an arcane orb, conjure a splinter that fires at a damaged target. Arcane orb damage increased by 10%. Okay. First 8 times an enemy. Same thing with Frozen Orb. So when you cast your Frozen Orb or your Arcane Orb, then the first 8 times an enemy is damaged by that, it will conjure a splinter and fires it at the target that is being damaged. So if it's damaging a lot of enemies, it's going to have a lot of splinters that go out, which is really interesting. And the orbs do increase damage. That seems really OP, especially since I mean I'm assuming Arcane Orb is the same cooldown as Frozen Orb, which is 60 seconds. So that's gonna happen a lot. And you can reduce the damage of Frozen Orb with Blizzard. So assuming there's something similar with Arcane. Yeah, maybe I should have done some research on Arcane before starting this video, but I didn't. Slippery Slinging. You have a 40% increased movement speed during alter time. All right, that's really cool. I always forget to use alter time. Then I'm like, damn it, I should use alter time there. Look again. Displacement has a 50% longer duration, 25% longer range, and leaves behind a mirror image. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. So either way, this is a really good node. Whatever choice you pick is going to be a good one. Reactive Barrier. Your Prismatic Barrier or Ice Barrier can absorb up to 50% more damage based on your missing health. Max effectiveness when under 50% health. Okay, so when you're under 50% health, you're going to get that 50% more damage absorbed. Okay, got it. So anything above that, it's going to reduce. So if you're at 53% health, you might get 47%. Okay, that's good. So when you use an ice barrier like I do, which is, oh shoot, I'm taking a lot of damage, I better pop an ice barrier rather than having it up at the beginning of the fight. I play Frost Mage. I didn't say it was a good one. Okay, Phantasmal Image. Your mirror image summons one extra clone. Mirror image now reduces all damage taken by an additional 5%. Okay, yeah, mirror image, great defensive cooldown, and this is gonna make it even better. So however you want to go, I personally don't like using mirror image as a defensive cooldown. I feel like it's hard to use effectively, at least for me. So I like the barrier. So this is a really nice one. But again, this is the type of thing that the community is going to get their hands on this in the alpha and in the beta, and they're gonna crunch the numbers, and we're gonna figure out, well, this is 0.2% better. So, okay, Volatile Magic. Whenever a splinter is removed or recalled, it explodes, dealing damage to nearby enemies. Deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Okay, we're really hitting this 5 target cap here, a soft cap on a lot of these moves, and because I think they're afraid of having the AoE potential of some of these hero talents get out of control. Unerring Proficiency, Arcane. Each time you conjure a splinter, increase the damage of your next supernova by 80%, stacks up to 30 times. And for Frost, each time you conjure a splinter, increase the damage of your next ice nova by 6%, stacks up to 30 times. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Stacks up to 30 times. Let me do some quick math on that. Carry the 4. It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, that's a good choice node, but I mean, really, this is it. Again, like I said, it's going to depend. Like, what's your playstyle? Do you use Ice Nova a lot? Because I don't. But that's not to say that that's not a good ability. So, all right. Shifting Shards. Shifting Power fires a barrage of 8 splinters at random enemies within 40 yards over its duration. Okay, that's pretty good. I like Shifting Power. That's one of those that I always forget to use until the last second, so I probably could get more uses out of it, but I do like it. It's a really good ability. Okay. Spellfrost Teachings. Arcane, direct damage from a splinter has a 5% chance to summon an arcane echo that deals damage to all nearby enemies and increases damage enemies take from you by 6% for 6 seconds. Okay, so this is a small percent chance to get a small percent increase in damage for a small amount of time. All right. Same thing with Frost, except with Icy Comet. That's not a super... but I guess more damage is more damage. So don't complain about getting more damage. It's just, coming towards the end of the tree. That's kind of a mediocre ability. Maybe it'll get buffed. Maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm not going to complain about extra damage, though. Okay, Force of Will. Gain 2% increased critical strike chance and gain 5% increased critical strike damage. Pretty straightforward. And the last thing is Splinter Storm. Whenever you have 8 or more active embedded splinters, you automatically cast a Splinter Storm at your target. Recall all embedded splinters to you, dealing their remaining periodic damage instantly. After a brief delay, unleash a devastating barrage of splinters, dealing damage to your target for each splinter in the Splinter Storm. And then for Arcane, it gives you clear casting, and for Frost, it gives you Winter's Chill applied to the target. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. Oh, it's a lot of damage. Okay, I'm now gonna have to decide between these two, Frostfire and Spellslinger, because honestly, these both sound really good. I'll just have to play with it. And the beauty of the hero talents is that you can just switch them like you would your talents. I mean, obviously you won't be able to switch your talents in a Mythic Plus, but any other content, yeah, you can switch. And there's going to be this one's better for M plus, this one's better for raid. That's what's going to happen. So yeah, it's just how the WoW community is. We love to min max the fun out of the game, but regardless, this sounds really cool. I really like it, and I'm really excited to play my mage in the War Within. I'm gonna have to really think about what character I want to play, because this, honestly, both of the Frost Mage hero talent trees are really exciting and really compelling. So, all right, that's it for the Spellslinger Mage for Arcane and Frost mages. If you like this video, please click like, and do consider subscribing as well. Really appreciate it. We'll have some more videos for you coming up very soon. So thanks a lot.